All right, let's talk about something that's on a lot of our minds. We're facing these incredibly long careers, decades and decades of work. So the big question is, how do we make that journey not just survivable, but actually enjoyable and fulfilling?
Take a look at this number, 50. For a lot of young people starting their careers right now, that's how many years they're looking at working. Yeah, 50. With retirement ages creeping up, working into your mid-70s is becoming a real possibility. That is a massive amount of time to be doing the same thing.
So, that brings us right to the heart of the matter, doesn't it? How do you make a 50-year timeline, well, palatable? How do you break down this enormous stretch of time into pieces you can actually wrap your head around?
Well, one really fascinating solution that people are talking about is this idea of a mini pension. So let's dive in. What exactly is it?
At its core, it's actually super simple. A mini pension is just a temporary break from your working life. And that word temporary is absolutely key. This isn't about leaving the workforce for good, like a traditional retirement. It's a planned, intentional pause.
I mean, picture this. You take a whole year off to finally do that round-the-world trip you've always dreamed about. And then, when you're done, you come back to your career, but you're refreshed, you've got this totally new perspective. That is a mini pension.
Okay, so the first practical question that probably pops into your head is, all right, how long are we talking about here? Are there rules? Is there some kind of formula you're supposed to follow?
And the answer is refreshingly simple. You decide. And, well, of course, your wallet gets a say too. The point is, there's no magic number. It's all about what makes sense for you and your finances.
And that's what's so great about this idea. It's super flexible. There's no set formula. But there is one important guideline. It needs to be longer than your standard 2 or 3 week vacation. We're talking about a real, significant pause that gives you enough time for a proper reset.
But really, this is about so much more than just a long holiday. To get why this is such a powerful idea, we've got to look at the why. What are the real benefits here?
For starters, it's a way to step off that hamster wheel without having to quit for good. You know, a lot of us actually like our jobs, but we also dream of having the time for big adventures, or even just to find more nærvær. That's a great Danish word for just being present and connected in your everyday life. Especially if you've got a busy family, you know that a 3-week vacation barely gives you enough time to catch your breath.
As one of our sources puts it so well, the world is experienced differently when the break is longer. And that really gets to the heart of it, right? It's not just about recharging your batteries, it's about changing your entire perspective in a way that a short trip just can't.
Now, if you follow personal finance, this might be ringing a bell. You might be thinking of another concept, FIRE, financial independence, retire early. So how does a mini pension stack up against that? Let's break it down.
The biggest difference is the end game. With a mini pension, you're planning for temporary breaks to make your whole career more sustainable. With FIRE, the goal is to stop working, period. Think about it. Saving for a 6-month adventure is a goal you can reach relatively quickly. Saving enough to never work again? That takes years and years of intense saving. A mini pension is about making work for you.
But here's the really cool part. It doesn't have to be one or the other. You can see a mini pension as a stepping stone on your way to financial independence. It's not a detour from the goal. It's a way to make the whole journey more sustainable and a heck of a lot more fun.
So, we'll end with a question for you. Do you dream of a mini pension? Could breaking up your career into these more meaningful chapters be the answer? What would your pause look like? It's a pretty powerful thing to think about.